And so the moment that we've all been waiting for, the results from the Dunia Bora standards are here with us, and I'm a bit tensed up to open them, but anyway, sooner or later, this is going to come. Let's see.
What if the food we eat could rebuild biodiversity and be part of the solution, not a contributing factor to the climate crisis? That's the question that participants of the Big Food Redesign Challenge, launched by the MacArthur Foundation and the Sustainable Food Trust, set out to answer. And there's a deadline. Products need to be on the shelves by January. We invited brands to redesign products that help nature thrive, by changing what's produced and wasted by using upcycled and lower impact ingredients, all produced regeneratively. Participants are capturing their own journeys as they bring their products to life. In this episode, we see our brands go through many trials and tests as they bring their circular food ideas into the real world. We're with Spoon Cereals in the UK as they try out their recipes.
Okay.
So let's see what everyone thinks.
Porcus are getting out and about with their new product.
We're trying to promote what we do. Hopefully it will work.
Nutricandies go on tour into the Amazon jungle. And we find out if Vincent's cactus products pass the vital food safety tests.
And today we are about to receive the results, and man, fingers crossed.
First up, we're in Yorkshire with Porcus.
We're in the biggest festival in the north of England, and today we're promoting our meal in the jar. So we've got 4 different flavours and people coming and asking, and we're talking about it. And so hopefully it'll be popular.
It's like a Spanish stew. So the beans in it are British as well, and the pork all made by the girls up in Toggleden. Absolutely beautiful. They're £8 a jar, but they've, like I said, they've got 12 months on them, so you can keep them in the cupboard. Literally, all you need to do is twist the lid off, heat them up, and you're off. A big chunk of gorgeous crusty bed with that goulash.
So, I guess what's the results of the feedback that we got? Negative and positive. What was there? What were they?
They generally seem to go down really well.
I mean, we had 1 or 2 people who thought it was just a sauce because that's what they're used to.
Yeah, but that's why we've got to develop the packaging.
Yeah.
And the marketing.
And the message, because how do you say to somebody, no, it's all in?
Yeah.
Well, as long as you carry on saying that, this is our biggest, at the moment, this is the biggest hurdle, isn't it? To explain to people the actual content. You have to say, no, it's actual meal, even though it says meal in a jar. They still think, oh yeah, it's a sauce. When you bring something new, you have to go extra mile to convince anyone about anything.
So it's been a good learning experience for Porcus. Next, we're heading to Spoon Cereals HQ. They've been debating whether their new nature-positive porridge recipe was getting too complicated and expensive if they use ancient grains from Norway. To help them decide, they start by taste testing their new recipes.
So let's see what everyone thinks. Spoon.
It's nice.
Yummy.
I think the black oats are likely to be more chewy than this.
I'm interested.
We'll see.
Yeah. Okay, so the last sample for today is one using the black oats from Norway.
That's a more classic porridge taste. It's a smoother.
It's definitely creamier, isn't it?
There was a survey that we ran that was really helpful to help us understand more about the ingredients that they're supplying, in this case oats, but also kind of understand the processes at their farms and how they are helping to support a more regenerative way of farming. The black oats, although they, are arguably a little bit more interesting, we were concerned that we wouldn't be able to get the volumes that we needed, and also the kind of transportation would be tricky as well, given that they're based in Norway. So that's the decision we've gone with for now.
So, in the end, they decided Norwegian black oats were not going to work. But they've made a new discovery instead: gluten-free organic oats from a UK farm. But it's not without its challenges.
I think the only issue with organic gluten-free oats is that they can regularly supply, because there's not a lot of them in the UK. But how amazing would it be to have a product that was organic, gluten-free, and upcycled ingredient? What self-respecting, independent farm shop would not want to take that?
But it's not just up to them. Now they need real customer feedback.
We are packing up some samples so that we can have objective feedback, anonymous testing on our new products. So it's going to be received by our testing group very shortly, and we'll receive hopefully very straightforward, very honest feedback on our products versus the best-in-class competition.
Okay, let's taste test spoons porridge together. There's no honey in this, nothing. It's just plain with some almond milk and a pinch of salt. Very nice. Simple, creamy. But the oats are nice and chunky, which I quite like. I like it.
So far, we have seen 80% of our target group preferring ours over our competitor, which is very, very good news. So we're really happy about that.
Vincent from cactus product makers Dunia Bora is also keen to get his product tasted by more people. But first, he needs the results of his food safety tests.
And so the moment that we've all been waiting for. The results from the Dunia Bora standards are here with us, and I'm a bit tensed up to open them, but anyway, sooner or later, this is going to come. Let's see. Alright, and so here we have the results for the cookies. Basically, we have passed the test, and our products can now go to the shelf.
Now fully certified, Vincent gets the public tasting his product.
So today we're going to go to the field once again and test the reaction of how will people react to our juice, to jam, to cookies, basically our foods, and how they marry together. So we're basically taking the products and taking them out of the cold storage. We are packing the samples. We hope that people enjoy. We got to hear exciting feedback, and feedback that will enable us as we continue to enhance our products, to continue the research and development. We know where now to improve on. And the most interesting feedback was that most people, enjoy the juice, and mostly they say that they love the way it was sweet, but still with an aspect of a tangy taste.
Nutricandies are also taking their tasty cocoa honey sweetener on the road to show Indigenous communities the taste and health benefits of their product.
Em mais uma iniciativa para demonstrar a versatilidade do nosso produto, estamos aqui na comunidade indígena de Três Unidos para demonstrar mais uma incrível possibilidade com a pasta adoçante do mel do cacau da Nutricandies.
Explica, Gustavo, o que é.
Não, deixa eu degustar. Isso aqui é uma pasta adoçante feita com mel do cacau. Já ouviu falar do mel do cacau? Mel do cacau é aquele líquido que tá de lá, que para fazer o chocolate precisa pegar as amêndoas daqui, fermentar e torrar. E aí nesse processo o mel de cacau escorre das amêndoas, que é aquele líquido. E aí ele era geralmente descartado, e aí a gente pega e dá uma nova funcionalidade para ele, fazendo um novo ingrediente, que é essa pasta adoçante, para substituir o açúcar. Aí a gente vai fazer ele num mousse, em vez de usar o leite condensado, utilizar ele de cupuaçu.
É bem cremoso.
E aqui utilizamos tudo. Vamos aproveitar a casca do cacau também para utilizar como recipiente e servir o mousse de cupuaçu com a pasta de mel de cacau.
Então agora eu vou experimentar como ficou esse sabor e pra gente ver um pouquinho da consistência também. Olha, ficou muito bom. E a receita ficou maravilhosa. Não tá muito doce e isso é muito bom pra gente ter uma saúde mais saudável.
And Domini from ready meal makers The Wild Hare is also experimenting with new recipes utilising an underused product.
So this is a really exciting box of food goodies that's just arrived from Helen Browning, who is one of the leading suppliers of organic pork here in the UK. So we've had real difficulty getting British organic lardons through a BRC accredited food supply chain. So what the wonderful people at Helen Browning have done is said, why don't we have a look at a product that they can source because they've got in excess, and that is sows. So let's have a look at the belly on a sow, which is a female pig, and see if we can make it into lardons.
Organic sow meat lacks demand, so it tends to end up in a conventional food chain where the organic benefits go unrecognised, destined to become low-value sausages or pet food.
We're going to fry these off and see if they work, either maybe in our beef bourguignon, or more excitingly, we're looking at them for a product within British Airways, which is with lardons with a mac and cheese. I'm about to fry this off, the sow belly gamut. Okay, come and have a look at this. These have held up really, really well. Look, the whole integrity's there, and the colour is just wonderful. So it's browned off, taken a lot of high heat, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, it's rich in flavour, and I think we can use this product.
Back in Kenya, now Vincent's cacti products have passed the tests. He has an exciting announcement.
And so, in the next 2 to 3 weeks, our products will be in the UK, in Fortnum and Mason, where they'll have a sample, where they can do the test and maybe have a run of how people think of it. We'll also have our products at Abel and Cole in the UK, and we hope that by next year, January, you will be able to enjoy them in the store near you.
So, what lies ahead for the teams in the last few months of the challenge? In the next episode, we see how all these participants are tackling the perennial problem of circular packaging and supply chains, and getting the message of their products out to the public. But it's not as easy as it sounds.
En el tema del empaque también pudimos avanzar, tuvimos algunas dificultades, no encontrábamos torneros al parecer. Es una técnica que ya se ha olvidado.
For Porcus, it's a similar struggle to work out how to scale up their jarring production.
We are going to Germany. Thanks to Ellen MacArthur Foundation and the grant that we won, we have now finances to go and see how people do it in a larger scale. So we're kind of going to learn from those who know, and hopefully we'll be able to implement it here somehow, but with our own twist.
And although Vincent faces a nervous wait to hear if Fortnum's like his products, he reflects on his journey so far.
Today I've been sitting and reminiscing about how far we've come, and it's amazing to think of Dunia Bora, of how we were just a few people with a dream to turn an invasive species, a plant that many considered to be of no value. And, making these amazing products, getting these certifications, and currently we're waiting, to hear if we will be stocked in one of the most prestigious stores in the United Kingdom. We are grateful to be part of the future, of a future that embraces regenerative agriculture.